For those fans who don't live and die by supporting one particular team, there's a good chance the last couple of years your favorite team to watch was the Detroit Lions. With their two coordinators gone and a change at one of the most important spots in the football field, the question is, can the Lions avenge losses in the NFC playoffs for the second straight year and finally make it to their first Super Bowl? Well, let's talk about it on NFL Preview number 20 of 32 here on the Detitude Podcast. First, let's start with the guy I've not shown enough love to, and that is Coach Dan Campbell. Now, if you're one who has always wanted to eliminate punts and field goals from the game of football, Campbell is the right guy for you. If you need your team to be willing to bash their heads through a brick wall, yes, Campbell is also for you. But if you need the right call made in a critical spot late in an important game, you might want to look elsewhere. But the Lions can't do that, can they? And what about Jared Goff? I'll be the first to admit I've never given him the credit he deserves, but that ends today. I mean, 4,629 yards of passing with 37 touchdowns to 12 interceptions. The dude definitely deserves some praise. And I'd be lying if I said I wasn't concerned about all-pro center Frank Ragnow retiring at age 28 while they still have maybe one of the best run-blocking tackles in the league in Penei Sewell, and they'll need every ounce of his talent in 2025. Speaking of run blocking and running the football, Jahmyr Gibbs was insane last year, rushing not only for 1,400 yards in a league-leading 20 total touchdowns, but finishing with a whopping 5.6 yards per carry. And at wideout, Detroit has two of the best, and Amon-Ra St. Brown, who's a fantasy stud with 12 touchdowns, and speedster Jameson Williams, who finished at 17.3 yards per catch. That duo collected more than 2,500 combined receiving yards to lead the highest scoring offense in the NFL. By now, you're probably saying, Derry, you're going to underrate the Lions again, aren't you? To which I respond, well, let's look at the schedule first. I always respond that way. This is tough to get started except for home games against the Bears and Browns, but the problem is the other first four are all on the road. And Detroit could lose all four of them at Green Bay, at Baltimore, at Cincinnati, and at Kansas City. I'm not necessarily predicting that, but they could. And before you get pissy and throw your phone or tablet, I will say I like how this schedule shapes up after the fairly early Week 8 bye. Of course, they have two more toughies at Washington and at Philly, but they very well could win every other game on their schedule. And no way I'm betting either side here, but if I have to pick one, and I do have to pick one, I'm actually going over the 10.5, as I think 10 is the floor for this team. Not only that, I think you're getting value, as many will pick against Detroit because they have two new coordinators in John Morton and Kelvin Shepard, but not us. We like value here at the DAT. Come on back.